celebrity guests.
Get your mouth out of my ear.
We'll crush the sports of the best.
I own that ass.
It's 98 Mile on the Sports Hub. Trick Cheer.
98.5, the Sports Hub. We're Toucher and Rich. It is 98 Mile. The celebrities are all participating to benefit the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society of Massachusetts. All donations are thanks to Tito's Handmade Vodka. More details are available at cbsbostonsports.com.
The very first matchup we had, that was a winning one by Wes Welker. He beat out Brian Scalabrine. And in matchup number 2, it was an absolute blowout. The recently retired Rob Ninkovich got his doors blown off by the one and only Pete Frates, as voiced by Andrew Frates. And now we get to our third matchup, one I have been looking forward to. Now, with both of these, you know what, we'll just go ahead and get to it. Shall we go ahead and get to it?
Let's get to it, man.
This first gentleman is somebody who has lived in Massachusetts, I believe, his whole life. He's a young gentleman, and he has grown up listening to our show, as a matter of fact. He's been very familiar with the show. And as a matter of fact, when it was proposed 98 Mile to the Bruins, he volunteered, said, I want to do it. I'm familiar with it. Let's do it. And he said, I might be in a remote location, but I still want to be able to get this done. So, ladies and gentlemen, our first participant in today's battle in 98 Mile from the Boston Bruins, Mr. Frank Vatrano.
Hey, what's up, fellas? This is Frank Vatrano from the Boston Bruins. No, I'm not Patrice Bergeron or Brad Marchand, but you guys are so dumb you wouldn't have known the difference anyway. This song's specifically about one guy on the station that really pissed me off. The guy is a zero. Let's go. Jag braces, wallet these braces. To fix those faces, go get some braces.
I'm John Wallach.
What's that space underneath your lip? A hole as big as a battleship. You got big eyebrows, secondhand clothes, hogging all the air with that giant nose. You got a goofy face, glasses on your eyes, sitting there waiting for Granny to die. Revenge of the nerds, revenge of the Sith, revenge of your horrible crippling list. On a Saturday night at 43, you had Dr. Demento and D&D. You play clarinet, but not that well. Hearing you in the morning is a living hell.
John Wallach, you're a captive loser. John Wallach, you like Amy Lawrence.
You guys are so old. This song was written 10 years before I was even born, which means Wallach was 38. Toronto,
Jag braces.
Very good. Very good. Toronto, big fan of John Wallach. Wanted to invest entirely in John Wallach.
Not bad.
I'm honored. And I don't think there was one bird reference at all.
No, he is it's impressive. He's definitely a listener to the show. So. There are so many good lines in there that I'm trying to remember.
Well, it was basically a duet between you and him.
Well, I did the chorus because, it's...
Yeah, I have a feeling.
It's a steering track is what it is.
Wallach.
Right, I mean, it's a steering track. Something to boost it a little bit.
Sure, I understand.
Yes.
The
duet was fantastic.
That was good.
So excellent job by Frank Vatrano.
Frank.
Once again, from a remote location, we truly appreciate that. It's a lot of work that goes into this from these guys. It's easier to say no.
Right.
And Frank wanted to do it. So thank you very much, Frank Vatrano. And now the person he will be going up against in this battle. Someone that we started 98 Mile, I was like, I want this guy to do it. And he said almost immediately, absolutely, whatever you want. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of your Boston Celtics. Take it away, Mike Gorman.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Gorman along with Tom Hines, and welcome back to our coverage of Boston Celtics basketball.
Tonight, Gorman was inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame.
Come on. I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, Toucher and Rich, should I blast myself? Same old jokes, even worse, there's Fred. Man, don't know dick. Makes me wish I was dead. Wallach and Rich trying hard to be funny. Can't believe those two getting money. Sucking up to guess who the hell cares. Just shoot me now, throw me down the stairs. Sitting at the mic trying to sound real big. How'd these boys ever land this gig? Every day it's the same old baloney. Judge must been on something to give him a Marconi. Just gets worse as the day goes on. Belger and mad. A brain-numbing egothon. Gotta start making changes. Would you rather Zoe and Beetle or two distant strangers? Come on, Tommy Heinsohn, what you think of this?
Are you kidding? That's ridiculous.
You gotta take it from T, your brother close to me.
Fuckhead.
That's just the way it is.
That's just the way it is.
Come on.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, tell him, T. Tell him.
That's just the way it is.
Don't hold back, T. Give it your all.
Are you kidding me?
Like G and the T. Out.
Take that, 98 Mile.
Look at Mike Gorman coming up, bringing in Heinsohn.
How about that?
Tommy Heinsohn and Mike Gorman.
Awesome. Mike Gorman. So Gorman comes in. By the way, I'm gonna heap a ton of praise on Gorman for just a moment. So I'm not trying to sway the vote one way or the other. Gorman wrote everything. Gorman picked the song. Everything you hear there was Gorman's idea. Gorman comes in yesterday. I'm having no idea about what he's going to do, and he walks in. He goes, "Hey, can we get Tommy on the phone?" And I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah. Tommy wants in." I said, "Excuse me?"
He starts with that?
Like Tommy Heinsohn?
Wow.
Yeah. And so Dan, let's get the phone hooked up. And just the relationship between the two of them is the best. So the phone rings, and this is what you hear.
Hello.
You ready to make rap history?
Oh, I'm going to do it.
I mean,
By the way, he's watching like some Spencer Tracy film.
listen to the background.
Hello.
You ready to make rap history?
Classical music.
Oh, I'm going to do it.
All right, brother.
It's like Car 54.
No, way before
Someone's about to
that.
die in a Hitchcock movie is what that is.
I would even say that it's before that.
It's a Private Eye movie.
It's like a Bogart film from the 30s.
Angels with Dirty Faces. It's like a James Cagney film. Yeah. And by the way, how about Gorman just coming out with the...
Same old jokes, even worse, this Fred. Man, don't know dick. Make me wish I was dead.
That's a slap in the face right off the top.
And the other thing about Gorman, and then I'll shut up, is that he wanted to stick around for me editing it, and so he was like, "I want to watch this," and he sat back and he would go, "Hey, you know what, Rich? I think I can do that line a little bit better." And he stuck with me for like an hour in the other room and wanted to make sure that everything went perfectly. I mean, he was all in. When I say all in, he was all in on this.
That's phenomenal.
So I will give him all the credit in the world for that, but I don't want to sway your vote one way or the other. But I have to be honest. That's my favorite one I've ever made. I mean, that was just hearing them talk on the phone together. It's like,
Well, it set a very dramatic tone with the music in the background.
Well, I mean, listen. When he told me he was going to do Tupac, I was like, oh, well, all right. This is going to be interesting. But there you go. Both of them. Very good entries. Frank Vatrano had very good jokes, good insults, and Mike Gorman had a secret weapon of Tommy Heinsohn. So
Mike Gorman, a fan of Tupac's description of life on the streets.
I guess so. I guess it is. So
struggle of the contemporary African American.
If you want to vote for Frank Vatrano or Mike Gorman, you can either go to @ToucherandRich and vote that way on our Twitter account, or you can go to CBSBostonSports.com. So there you go. CBSBostonSports.com. You can vote. Or @ToucherandRich. And remember, the person who gets the most votes is going to end up getting $10,000 donated in their name to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Frank Vatrano coming hard on you there, John.
I know. But you know what? I take it as a sign of good faith. You know what I'm saying? He's appreciative of my contributions to the program.
Yeah, you haven't been mentioned yet in one of these 98 miles. So,
I think he has.
Briefly.
But no, it's like Adam Jones I feel bad for. Like,
Adam Jones is not.
Like, he's a ghost. Like, he just literally doesn't exist in this competition.
I'm just happy the Bruins are paying attention. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, I said to Bertrand, I'm like, have you seen Adam Jones's teeth? And he's like, what's wrong with them? Am I the only one on the planet that thinks he has jacked teeth?
I've never noticed.
My God.
I'm not kidding you. I've never noticed.
I haven't noticed.
They're right there on his face.
And you would think me, of all people, would notice these things, but I haven't.
How does no one know this?
I don't know.
No one else. How can you not notice? It's his face.
I honestly don't know.
He's got messed up teeth. I don't know how no one else sees it but me. Bertrand making fun of me for noticing. So they're right there in that mouth.
He's making fun of you for noticing?
So he was like, like, what the hell's wrong with
But then again, how often do I see?
Well, I don't. That's the thing is that he comes in to like guest host.
Summers mostly.
Yeah, and then you're like, woof.
Are they like big? Not like DA big, or are they just?
No. DA's a special cat. DA's face is 113. No, it's not DA. Come on, don't insult DA.
It's like scattered chiclets.
Yeah, they're all like misshapen and going all over the place.
Okay.
But no one else. Maybe I'm the one. My teeth are all shifting around, but maybe I'm the one who. Maybe I'm just imagining it.
Well, if you happen to just tune in at the very end, we will play those against Skin at
9:20. We'll play those. By the way, Tito's Handmade Vodka, thank you for putting up the money for this thing. Here's the CBS Sports Minute with Andrew Bogish.